breakfast. Cairns is currently boarding. Gate lounge number 49.
Oh God, the announcements here are so loud.
To be at gate lounge 49. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm at the airport. I'm feeling a little bit tired. It's like 4 a.m. and usually around this time I'm just waking up nice and chill, doing my Tai Chi, not stressing out on the roads, trying to navigate my way in through the city and to the airport. So I'm about to board my plane. Let's see how I go for the rest of the day. Turns out I did okay for the rest of the day. I crashed on Steph and Liz's couch all morning while waiting for more committee members to arrive in Adelaide. Had lunch, found the place I'd be staying, and then got to see all the committee physically in the same room for the first time ever. But enough about me. Today I'm going to show you how to conference the new Librarian way and give you a little peek into just how much work goes into making a conference happen. When we formed the NSL9 committee, we decided to break up all the work into sections. So sections like keynote, programming and speakers, website, sponsors, social media, social events, and the like. And we all put up our hand for whatever work we wanted to take on. It was all very democratic, but as is likely to happen, our original group of over 24 slowly shrank to only 12 people. So how do you manage doing the same amount of work but with less staff to do it in? You become very good at communicating.
I sort of had some idea of what I was getting into sponsorship-wise, but I think what surprised me in a really good way was how well everyone worked together, because I've been involved in groups before where it's been, I'm sure everyone knows what group projects are like, where it's been a nightmare of no one pulling their weight and one person doing everything, but everyone's been amazing, everyone's communicated and done what they needed to do and pitched in, and that's been really fantastic.
We used Slack for everyday messaging, we used spreadsheets to manage all the tasks that we needed to do, and as Ellen said, it was just so easy to work with everyone in the NLS9 committee because we were such a good team. And of course, all of us realised that we were signing ourselves up for a lot of work. Holy hera, so much work. Sometimes you know something, but it still doesn't quite sink in what that means.
It takes a second to say yes, but it actually is going to take so many hours out of your life. And generally the answer is, do I want to commit those hours to my life? Yes, that will be really good. That will be good for me. I'll get to meet people, I'll get to network, and I'll have this great thing to look back on. And just make sure that what you're putting into the conference, you're taking something else away for your life, and if that balance is right for you.
That said, I think we all signed up for the NLS9 committee because we were, one, truly inspired with what NSL8 had managed to achieve, and two, we all realised that we could learn something and get something out of doing this thing.
Be enthusiastic, go out of your comfort zone, and do the things that you might not get a chance to in your study or your role, and it's actually a really good chance to take on some different duties and push yourself to learn the skills that you might not have, and that way you come away from the experience with a whole bunch of learnings.
When it came to actual showtime and setting up and managing our venue, I think I can speak for all of us when I say that NSL9 was actually the most fun I've ever had at a conference. Even though personally I was worrying myself sick about letting you guys down, all of you who attended NSL9, but your overwhelmingly positive response to our conference was just amazing and such a relief. So yeah, overall there were some stressful moments, but it was nothing we couldn't manage as a team. As a team, we supported one another, even those of us who were first-time conferencingers themselves. Is that a word?
I think for me, being organised and knowing where you're going, knowing how you're going to get there, knowing how much time it's probably going to get to the building, everything like that, I think helps you makes you feel more comfortable. So when you go into the building, you feel not too flustered, you feel like you're ready to meet people and get to know people.
My big advice would be to just relax. You don't have to go to everything. You can use the breakout space.
I agree. Actually, you don't feel like you need to go to everything.
Yeah.
I wish somebody had actually told me that for the first few conferences I went to, because I stressed out so much that I didn't get to go to everything I wanted to. But it's not exactly about that, really, is it? Yeah.
Exactly.
In the end, we had fun with this. Setting up the venue on Friday, and of course throughout all of NSL9 as well. As a committee, we wanted people to walk away from NSL9 thinking of things like diversity, being inclusive, what leadership actually looks like, being aware of your unconscious biases, and knowing that it is possible to put on a low impact to the environment event. We left NSL9 with just one bag of rubbish. How freaking awesome is that? And I have a little message for you all from our fearless captain and co-convener of NSL9, James Wilson, who has some advice for anyone thinking of co-convening their own conference in the future.
Yeah, I would suggest doing it because it was a lot of fun, but it was a very hard 2 years in some times, but yes, do it because we did get a lot out of it and we had a lot of fun when it actually came around, and that was probably the best bit.
So if you want to fast track your industry conferences, find a tribe that will without question help you shine professionally forever and ever and learn some new skills, join the NLS9 committee. Details in the description. You've been entertained and educated. I've been Jade from Misskoko the Librarian. Remember to always be curious, and I shall see you same time next week with the hashtag video that I promised I'd be releasing this week, but you got this instead. Surprise! It was all very democratic.
This is perfect. I'm going to have such an awesome video, guys. Thank you.